Patty Grafton.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished dignitaries and guests. Live, 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 if not when, especially Tim Rickey. He approached the podium very calmly, immediately made a statement with his presence now and demanded attention. He paused before he started. He looked around the room, and then he opened his speech with the title of his speech, which in essence is a question, immediately grabbing our attention. He took us to a place that none of us have been, and yet all of us have been to. Somewhere where it was hot, 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 where he did not want to be. He was wearing a uniform, he had a backpack, it was heavy. And then all of a sudden he took us to Vietnam, a place that some of us maybe have been, a place where any young man would not want to go. He painted a picture with his words. We all were there with Tim. We all knew where the speech was going. Live now, enjoy your life. He was building crescendo. He then explained to us how he was able to escape this reality that sometimes was and wasn't. Take 5, take 10. My first thought was, okay, he's going to escape into the hallucinogenic world of drugs. Isn't that what all Vietnam vets did, was take drugs? But no, he took out a book out of his backpack. And then he painted another picture with his stories. He told us about Tim Rickenbacker. That name rings a bell. I'm from Miami. I remember that name. And he went on to tell us about all the great accomplishments that this gentleman, Eddie Rickenbacker, did. He gave us examples of how to live now, not tomorrow, but to live today. During his speech, he used fantastic body language. When he slung his tie backwards to talk about Snoopy, when he talked about Google, when he talked about being hot, he used the space behind here, the podium, even though he did come up here, and he also paused to make a point. I didn't know where the speech was going to, but he brought it back home to us, because he came back and he said, with a little bit of humor, I didn't have one job to come back to or one wife to come back to. That grabbed our attention immediately. And he ended it by saying, live, 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 if not now, when? Giving us that encouragement that you can do it. It was a very good speech. If anything I would do a little bit different was to use a little bit more volume. Sometimes it was hard to hear what he was saying. Thank you. Thank you.